Leonard Leo, he's possibly the most powerful person in America who almost no one knows about. If I were to draw a Venn diagram of who's the most powerful person with the least name recognition, the person in the middle of those circles is Leonard Leo. Now, maybe you've heard of him. He is the longtime vice president of the conservative legal organization, the Federalist Society, whose mission he once described as creating a kind of conservative pipeline to take over the courts. Leo has referred to himself as a, quote, leader of the conservative legal movement, and he is not wrong. He's played a key role in putting all 6 of the current conservative justices on the Supreme Court: Clarence Thomas, John Roberts, Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett.
That invisible hand that Chris Hayes was talking about, that's it, because he said the man who is the most powerful of a person whose name that we don't know or very few people know. Hit the nail on the head with that. And just how has Leo managed to have such sway over the Supreme Court? Dark money is the answer. In this headline, Leonard Leo's latest Supreme Court play, the conservative activists' dark money network is bankrolling groups pressing the high court to gut election, affirmative action, and discrimination laws. Just, people using their power and their influence to do horrible things. This is what this man is doing. Leo and his associates are spending millions of dollars to influence some of the Supreme Court's most consequential recent cases. Newly released tax documents obtained by ProPublica and The Lever show. The money flowed through mostly so-called dark money groups, which don't have to disclose their donors. They are required to reveal the recipients of their spending in their annual tax returns, which are released to the public, but often those are also dark money groups or other entities that have minimal disclosure rules. Next, as ProPublica and The Lever detailed in August, Leo was gifted a $1.6 billion underline, exclamation point, put it in bold, fortune last year by a recluse manufacturing magnate, Bear Sid. The newly revealed tax documents cover last year, just as Leo was in the process of receiving that enormous donation. I'm almost speechless, wise, but not quite.
Yeah, I mean, the Supreme Court as an instrument to beat us down here in the working class is quite alive and well. And I want to give a shout out to my brother Pascal Robert over at This Is Revolution podcast, because he points out the fact that this has kind of always been the role of the Supreme Court. There was like a 25-year interregnum, like a little break where we got Brown v. Board of Ed, and we got the Voting Rights Act and all these kinds of things. But basically, since the Supreme Court was founded, it's been an instrument of the ruling class to beat back gains made by normal working people. And this guy Leo is, he's somebody who understands that tradition and that vision, and he's clearly working tirelessly on behalf of American big business. That's just the goal. They don't care about anything else. They want to deregulate this thing to the bone, and they want to shovel as much of our nation's wealth up to the top as possible. And if they could do a thing like cancel abortion and ruin voting rights, they'll do that in the process. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. The purpose of the Supreme Court is to bolster and lift up American business and corporations.
True that, unfortunately, was true that. And just for one man to have that kind of power, and then that big gift that he received, it's just, evil good can never sleep, or good can never take a vacation because evil never sleeps. People using their time, talent, and treasure to really not help and advance progress in this nation is quite something. We got to keep pushing though anyway. We really do.